In 1930-1933, Kazakh steppe has seen a horrible chapter what is called the Great Kazakhstan Famine. In these horrible and awful years, Kazakh people have been in a painful situation which will never fade from Allah's mind. The Great Kazakhstan Famine is connected to one name, Philip Goloshokin. The first secretary of the Communist Party in Kazakh ASSR, he played the main deadly role in Kazakh's life in the first years of the 1930s. His vile policy was to decrease the Kazakh population and achieving a Russian majority in Kazakh ASSR by creating a famine. His first step to achieve his plan was to take many cattle from the Kazakh people in the late 1920s. Goloshokin's people killed the animals just by shooting, and they tried to send the remaining animals in trains to Moscow. But the animals died in their way to the west. Goloshokin's people couldn't use a huge amount of meat, so they let them smell and rot. Prior to the famine, most Kazakhs practiced pastoral nomadism, carrying out seasonal migrations along the predefined routes. But due to the deaths of their animal herds, most Kazakhs were forced to take up settled life in the disaster's aftermath, a dramatic reorientation of Kazakh identity. It turned the Kazakh people's life 180 degrees. People started to get sick and hungry. They had nothing to eat, and in 1930 and 1933 began the painful period of famine. People even started to eat each other. They ate what they found, ate the rats, mice, and hedgehogs, and they went ill and weak. In this picture is a little girl, around 3 years old. It was photographed by a photojournalist. It is reported that the girl was taken away from her family for slaughtering as food. The effects of the famine are immense. The horrifying death toll, the fact that Kazakhs became a minority in their own republic, and the fact that the disaster forced Kazakhs to abandon nomadism. During the disaster, over 1 million Kazakhs fled their own republic. Today, there are significant numbers of Kazakhs in neighboring countries such as Russia, China, and Uzbekistan, as a result in part of the famine's course. In effect, the Kazakh famine changed the demographic map of the entire region.
In 1930, many peasant rebellions broke out on the territory of Kazakhstan. There were two rebellions in the Sur region, Karakum and Asandar rebellion. The Karakum rebellion was large-scale. On March 17, 1930, the rebels elected Turmaghazi Baymbetov as Khan and confirmed Pirmaghamed Zaubayev as the leader. Jumash Kablanov, Dovshan, and Koshan Karayev were in the leadership team. The number of the soldiers in them reached 2,000. The Karakum rebellion is the most largest rebellion in the region. The number of participants was larger than ever. The Kalmaksha, Kazala, Almaysek villagers took part in this rebellion. In March 1930, the villagers of number 1 and number 3 went to Karakum and they refugees there. And on March 17th, when they heard that the Soviet troops had been sent to Karakum, about 700 villagers appointed Baymbetov as Khan. The Soviet army tried to stop them and offered them to agree, and all of them agreed except of Baymbetov. And when they threw their guns, the army did not even listen to the commander of the commission, Jean Rankeldin, and the army arrested everyone.